This is the road that you'll want, 32046. Oh yeah, you're up for a fun project?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Here's my idea. We could be squatters over here and we could fix this place up.
Oh, shit.
Here's some of the other mountains in the area. This part of the road is a dirt road, and I imagine it's a complete mud hole in the spring, so be careful when you come out here just after snowmelt. What's that up there?
Look.
I think it's like, it looks like an old mill or something. Maybe that's a different one, because I think it's a little bit farther down from here. Let's go take a look anyway. Let's see what number this is. Okay. That's 46G. I don't think you should go down that. Maybe we should park and just walk down there and pull off the road. Yeah.
Pull off right here.
There we go.
And then just walk.
We're gonna check out what this is up ahead. Some kind of an abandoned mill or something like that. We don't know for sure. Let's take a look. We had to stop along the main gravel road to get onto this little side road. It's more like a Jeep trail. So, car could definitely not make this. We'll see what's up here. An old abandoned, kind of like a pressure tank that you'd see around an older mine. That looks like some of the tanks that we saw over in the May Lundy mine, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's just not as rusted. That looks like the ruins of an old shack. And then here, I see ahead we have it looks like a big round wooden water storage container, or some kind of a wheel, maybe a water wheel, and some other mine artifacts. Very interesting and intriguing. This is unusual. Some type of a big bucket or a hopper. I'd say that's more of a hopper. And then this looks like some type of a perhaps a water wheel. I thought it might have been a water tank at first. Look at the structure of that. It's just barely hanging on.
Boy, I wouldn't want to get underneath it.
Yeah. In my book, that's my definition of a ruin right there. And it's actually a nice little spot with the aspen trees tucked in this valley. You know, Kelly, looking at this insulation on these little shacks and shanties, it looks like it's, to me, we'll have to look closely, but it looks like it's aluminum, because if it was steel, it would have been rusted, right?
Right.
And I don't think way back that aluminum was something that was very common for people to get a hold of, because I know it takes a lot of electricity and power to even, you know, manufacture aluminum. So that must be fairly recent. I'm thinking maybe even, just guessing, maybe the 1970s.
Oh, you think that
Yeah.
late?
Or maybe 60s. Not sure, but that just is a giveaway that someone would insulate that with that type of insulation. So, you know, it doesn't take that long for a building out here, especially with all the heavy snows, to, you know, just be, you know, end up with what you're seeing now. So it could have been late 60s.
I guess so.
Let's take a closer look at this siding. I've got some corrugated tin, but what I'm curious about is this that's on the side here. Let's see what this is. That's aluminum sheeting. So this must be fairly recent in the grand scheme of things. It's the same shape as one of those canned ham travel trailers. I'll bet this is loaded with rattlesnakes. Luckily it's a fall day. I just noticed in the distance too, there's some type of a pond. I'm not sure if that was involved with the water from this mine site or not. I imagine it was. Kelly, I think this is the real shotgun shack. She was asking about why this siding had all these little holes in it. I think someone's been taking a shotgun and shooting bird shot at this. So there you go. And look over here. It's been shot up so much. It's actually kind of interesting. We can see that. But look at the view. Here's some of that aluminum siding's been all shot up. That's a regular, like a rifle or handgun. But that's birdshot from a shotgun. These are quite the ruins here. Okay, here we have an interesting old car here that's all shot up. And I want to discuss a little bit something interesting about ballistics. If you notice all these holes that have been shot, it's either a rifle or a handgun. And if you notice, for instance, this one here, if you remember back in the days of Bonnie and Clyde and the gangsters, well, all the law enforcement used to have 38 specials, and they couldn't shoot through the cars and hit the gangsters in the cars because the 38 special wouldn't go all the way through. But I noticed this hole here goes through the panel here and out the other side. So that's telling me it's probably a 357 Magnum, which is basically the 38 special. It's a bigger cartridge, and it's made so it won't chamber in the old 38 revolver, so it won't blow up the guns. But that's where they came up with the 357 Magnum, and that'll compete with the ballistics of a 10 millimeter. So there's some history there in ballistics on the old cars. Here's an overview shot. There's that corrugated aluminum siding. It's been shot up by a shotgun. I'm sure that can be dated pretty well. Kellie's up there by that tailings pile, and she said, come up by this road over here. So I want to go around and see what she found. You picking some more ephedra for tea, Kellie?
Yep, I thought we'd keep it for later.
You can see all the trouble that's been taken to keep people out of the old mine, and all this heavy steel that's been welded on here. And also, I even see where someone went to all the trouble to pry that one bar out of there so they could go down there and get themselves in pickle. Someone spent a lot of money to make sure nobody tries to go down in there or falls in. That's a lot of steel right there. That's expensive. This one is exceptionally deep. I'm not sure how far it goes. I'll drop a little, maybe I drop a little pebble down there. Here's yet another one. This is all very extensive. It follows the side of the hill almost all the way up. It just seems to keep going and going. There's another one. Mine shaft. I'm continuing past the mine vein to the top of this hill. See if I can get a good view from the top. I found a spot where there's been some digging. I'll show you where I'm talking about. The side of this, almost at the very top of the hill, and these loose rocks right there. Go in a little ways. What is that in there? Should I go up in there? Try a little ways. It goes up. Well, it goes up in there somewhere. I can't see how far. Getting a little claustrophobic. I think I'm gonna head on out. amazing view from up here. Let's skirt the side of this mountain. Look at all these boulders just waiting to fall. The rocks. Kellie's way down there waiting for me. You can see how the beams are held together. See that? Goes all the way through. There's some steps. There's some steps that go up there. I'm not going up there though. These mine ruins are very large and extensive. Very carefully step there. That's up there. I'm getting hungry. It's about lunchtime.
I'm starving.
You know, we could climb up that ladder right there.
No.
No, and look at the view we could get.
I don't
Can you
care
imagine
about
that?
view. I would be terrified.
So you don't think that's a good idea?
No, I don't.
Let's find a nice, quiet, pretty spot
That sounds
to
good.
check out those cookies you made.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Well, we had the whole place to ourselves. My guess is that they use the creek that comes through here for water power. Now we're heading over towards the east side of the ridge, more towards the Nevada side. See what we can find up here. Quite a hill.